A void in our lineup that we feel we have had for the past couple of years with a 1,200 gallon tank that is lighter than our 4045. It's going to give you everything from the 4030, 4038, 4044, and 4045 are going to have all the same abilities for boom length, just different gallonage. Also new for 2019 is the boom track improvements. We've improved from 3 to 5 sensors on the 80 and 90 foot booms. We've also came out with a retrofit kit that will fit on the 4030, 4038, 4044, and the 45 sprayers if you have a steel boom. You have to have the steel boom. You do not have the ability to retrofit on the carbon fiber boom. So Kayla is going to show a video here on the 4044, some of the specs and what we are thinking and where it goes and kind of fits in our lineup.
And time is critical. Here's something new. The new John Deere R4044 sprayer.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Application window is closing, and time is critical. Here's something new.
Here we go. One more time, guys.
When the application window is closing, and time is critical, here's something new. The new John Deere R4044 sprayer. You get the 1,200 gallon tank and 132 foot spray width of an R4045 for a lighter, powerful, productive sprayer. The new R4044. How much lighter? 9% lighter than an R4045. How much power? 15 more horsepower than the R4038. How much more productive? You can get in the field sooner and stay later. Pass after pass after pass. More power, lighter weight. Integrated technology? Check. The industry's most comfortable cab? Check. Exact apply nozzle control? Check. Carbon fiber boom? Check. Check it out. The new R4044, only at your John Deere dealer store. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Go ahead and go to the next one. As you can see, John Deere with the Heggie acquisition feels like we have a great range from top to bottom covering all of the sprayers. We have everything from the 600 gallon in the R4023 all the way up to the STS16. You can see here where the 4044 fits into the line with this 4440. That is probably the main target sprayer that sprayer is designed to compete with weight, horsepower, boom length, and different options. The biggest thing is the price point. Your price point comparative from an R4045 to your 4044. The 4044 is obviously cheaper and is going to be designed to compete with that 4440 a lot more closely and accurately. So you can see we have the Heggie sprayers, the DTS 10 all the way up to the STS 16, the 10 and the 12 and the 14 that fit in there for our high crop clearance sprayers. That gives us a wider range of sprayers that we have the ability to sell, allowing it to be moved to more customers throughout the United States. This here is the model lineup, and you'll see the differences. The 4023 would be our 60 or 600 gallon tank, only available in 80 and 90 foot booms. You can now get that with the Exact Apply factory installed. For the longest time, you could not get that sprayer with the Exact Apply from the factory. The 4030, 4038, 44, and 45, you can see where that 4044 sits into our lineup and the application that it allows. Basically, it is going to allow you everything that your 4030, 38, and 45s did before, just at a difference. Like they said in the video, why would you go to a 4044 over the 4045, 9% lighter. One of the biggest things we've heard with our 4045 is the weight. Heavy. Everybody thinks that sprayer that is running them sprayers a lot of times has said it's too heavy, comparing it to the Case and to the Hagie STS 10 and 12. 4038 versus 4044, the biggest thing you're going to need there is you're going to have more horsepower, 200 gallons larger tank. Go ahead and go to the next one. This here, you can see the rated power and the difference between the two. Boom length, that's also just a quick rundown. Some specs, go to the next one. One of the bigger things, we don't have a ton of it around here, but you see on the 4044 versus the 4038 and versus the 4045, the people that are doing the dry and the liquid capabilities on those machines, the 4044 is going to limit you to a 200 cubic foot box. You're not going to be allowed. Where on the 4045, you have the option of going the 200 or the 300 cubic feet. Also, it limits you on your tire size. You're going to be down on the 38-inch rubber compared to the 46 on the floats. You can run from the factory approval, the 46 on the 4045 versus here is what they're saying on the 4030, 38, and 44. Go ahead and go to the next one, Kayla. This here is our Hagie lineup. This shows you the different models of Hagie that you can get. The DTS 10 is a dual tank system. Basically, it runs a 1,000-gallon sprayer that has two 500-gallon sprayer tanks, one on each side. It's a combined tank. It's a cheaper line, entry-level 1,000-gallon sprayer. The STS, the 1,000, the 12, the 14, the 16s. They did change all of them over here, I believe it was last year, to where they are running John Deere engines in all their machines now except for the DTS 10. Some of the advantages of the Hagie are, you see up north a lot of the detasseling machines, the side dressing machines for corn and nitrogen. It is a high crop sprayer designed for those late season passes in corn. We do sell a few of them around here. Majority of what we would sell around here would probably be this STS 12. Options of all-wheel steer. You can now get your John Deere integrated system in the Hagie. It's all done from the factory. It used to be you had to take a wiring harness, some different rate controllers, and 3 or 4 different pieces from parts that you would have to get your Hagie integrated. We can now get it integrated from the factory. This here shows the similarities and the difference of where we line up with Case, John Deere, and AGCO. This is probably the biggest comparison right here of why the 4044 is here. A 1,200-gallon tank designed directly to compete with those two sprayers. Go ahead and go to the next one. This is just some more specs here. You can see the differences in the booms. The horsepower down here. This is run at a peak performance on them compared to, this is a rated 325 horse. Go to the next one. Aim command. Deere has come out with ExactApply last year, and we hear a lot of times that the ExactApply is Deere's version of aim command. Well, in a sense, it is what designed to compete with aim command, but it is long past aim command with technology and what we can do with this aim command product, or with this command product, ExactApply product. It is night and day difference in the abilities and the things that you can do with this product on a sprayer in today's market compared to the aim. So she's going to show you a video here that goes in and talks a little bit about the ExactApply, the difference, and some of the advantages of the ExactApply.
When you slow down and look at something in a different way, you can really change your perspective. In your spray operation, see what happens when your solution is broken down to its smallest parts. These are the very droplets that control the nagging weeds, pests, and diseases in your fields. But can these droplets themselves be better controlled? Is there a way to cover more of your crop with better precision, making sure every droplet does its job, even around tight corners? Can you get better consistency at all sprayer speed ranges so you can spray more acres in less time? Now you can, with the all-new ExactApply nozzle control system from John Deere. By offering you so much control of your droplets, it's perfect for the sprayer control freak. Here's a closer look. 6 nozzles of your choice arranged in pairs. ExactApply puts you in control. The automatic nozzle switching feature lets you switch between 2 pre-positioned nozzles on the go when conditions change. Here's a key difference with ExactApply. Compared to other nozzle systems with a pulse rate of just 10 times a second or 10 Hertz, ExactApply is 30 times a second or 30 Hertz. Triple the pulse width modulation rate. That means a more consistent droplet size from each nozzle, enabled by a more constant spray pressure. This expands the operating range of each nozzle over a range of spraying speeds. But how can you better control spray rates on turns? ExactApply automatically varies the rate across the entire boom to greatly reduce input costs and possible crop damage, while assuring the right spray rate even as you make a turn. You'll see a greater flow through each nozzle outlet too, up to 25% more compared to competitive nozzle control systems. This helps you retain the benefits of the nozzle control system and maintain spray speeds, even in high flow situations. With the individual nozzle control of ExactApply, you can save 2 to 5% on your herbicide or pesticide versus standard sectional control. You can control the output of each nozzle right down to the 15 or 20-inch nozzle spacing. ExactApply will even light your way at night or low light through individually lighted nozzles. You're in complete control of your spray application. Everything is totally integrated with exclusive John Deere technology, all from the command arm display. When you slow down and see your spray solution in its smallest parts, you really change your perspective. It's here where you see how each droplet is important to control weeds, pests, and diseases in your row crops. ExactApply can make sure every drop counts with better precision, making sure every droplet does its job, even around tight corners, and deliver more consistent droplets at all sprayer speed ranges to help you spray more acres in less time. Ask your John Deere dealer for details on the all-new ExactApply nozzle control system.
Good?
Go to the next one, yep. Here's some of the difference between the ExactApply and the aim command. Biggest thing is the ability to control your drift so much better. The more you're managing those droplets, the better off you're going to be at managing them throughout your whole spray trip. With the 30 times a minute or second, that is going to allow you to better control those droplet sizes compared to 10 versus on the case. A/B switching. One of the biggest things for A/B switching is when you go into a corner and as you decrease your speed or increase your speed, you're going to see that fluctuation in your pressures. As you go, it allows you to speed up and use the front nozzle. When you get to a certain point, it'll jump from the front nozzle to the back nozzle, controlling to where you get the same amount of gallons going through and through. Then if it gets to the point to where you're running high rates, down here where it says the high rates of nitrogen, allowing you to run both of those at the same time compared to like the case sprayer, this machine's going to allow you to run those higher rates at a higher speed compared to the aim command system. Both of them have turn compensation. You cannot get in the case, you can only get it in a 20-inch The deer you can get in a 15 or a 20 inch, which we're starting to see more and more on the 15 inch with the use of the Y drops and some other systems that people are putting on these sprayers. AB switching, I talked a little bit about that. The LED light pattern gives you that nifty light to where you can see as you're spraying, see what's going on. The key fob, you do have to add an app in order to get the key fob. With this, you can use a key fob and you can go back there with your sprayers on and you can run individual nozzles with the key fob and see which ones are working, which ones you're having problems with, rather than having to get out and check the whole sprayer the whole time. This is probably the biggest thing here, guys. The competitive comparison. You see just the amount of dealers located across the United States or North America, 1,552 versus 846. We see more and more every day as this technology gets faster and faster and more electronic. Dealer support is bigger and bigger every day. So with that being said, Jim is going to go over some of our PowerGuard options and the necessity of PowerGuard for these implements.
I'd like to remind you of a product that we and John Deere offer, which is PowerGuard. It's available on new and used machines. There's two types of, there's comprehensive and limited. And you can offer those and add them on. You can add, there's a plan where you can add on 100 days or 95 days or 100 hours, where you can wait a year up to 1,000 hours, and there will be a surcharge on it, which is quite healthy. On a used machine, anything 6 years old or newer, up to 1,500 hours, you can buy PowerGuard on that. And with the cost of repairs, I think it's a very good idea if you're looking at new as well as used to put it on. With all the work we're expecting out of these machines anymore, and the downtime that it kind of help pay for a lot of bills. The limited covers the engine and drivetrain, manufacturer's defects, and the comprehensive will cover basically, I kind of call it a bumper to bumper. Anything in the manufacturer's machine will cover. There is a deductible of $500, and that's per work order. But anyway, I didn't bring any cost for coverage. But if you got any questions, get a hold of any of the salespeople. We can give you a rundown of what it would cost to add it on. So it does have to be in dealer inventory also to get the coverage, because we do an inspection on any used ones, and we're going to be liable for that inspection probably 30 days or 50 hours anyway, whichever comes first. So if we don't check things out correctly, we're liable for it. So anyway, thank you.